Hello and welcome to the Results of 20 podcast. I am your host, Ronnie Walker, master coach of exceptional relationships, dating, and sex. And today, brothers, we are going to talk about knowing your worth in 2022. Now, I intentionally designed to record this a little later on in the month, if just because many make resolutions. And men are no different. We all have resolutions, goals, things that we want to do. But of course, when we talk about the new year, everybody calls it a resolution. However, year after year, we all know the story where within somewhere in the middle of the month, I don't care if it's weight, money, goals, whatever that may be, we fall apart usually around the 12th and the 13th. And so it's about that time where we realize that we're going to say, you know what, and people make jokes and memes online about it, about, we already messed this year up. And so we're going to go at it again next year. Now, we all know, if we're going to be honest, that the year starts when you started. Doesn't have to be in January. We can start again in February. We can start again tomorrow. We can start again 5 minutes from now and make it the best year we want to make it towards creating the life that we want to live. But if there's one thing that I really wanted to communicate, and there's no real rhyme or order to what I'm going to share with you, because what I do find a lot of times is where I make a list of what I'm going to cover, and sometimes I cover them all, sometimes I don't. So I'm just going to go off the strength of my memory and thoughts that I've experienced since the 1st of January, and hope that they reach some of you and what we're trying to do and what you're trying to do as well in your life as a man in 2022. Now, we talk about knowing your worth. And why do I want to talk about knowing your worth in 2022? Because it's something that I believe that we need to get a better handle on. And by that, I mean, it's not just enough to have some sort of vague idea of what we feel our worth is. I mean, I really want you to quantify what knowing your worth is. When you talk about where you are mentally, many of you are starting the new year after a divorce or breakup, single, and you really want to re-engage in getting back into the dating market or meeting someone for the first time after a while. Some of you need to re-engage yourself and be honest about what you're looking like financially. Are you really want to be? Are you really where you want to be financially? And that could be something as simple as getting out of debt, extremely minimizing your debt, making more money, saving more money, investing more money, being able to contribute more money. These are things that you really want to be honest about. And if you haven't achieved this after the first, second, third, fourth, or whatever year it may be, what are you doing that is not conducive to you reaching that space in your life? Where are you at physically? We know that, especially within the Black community, we deal with the hypertension, high blood pressure. There are those brothers are out there, you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, dealing with some heart issues, hearing issues. Whatever the illness is, what are you doing to be proactive concerning being the best you health-wise you can be? For those of you men that are in relationships, are you taking measure of where you are in the relationship? Are you happy? When was the last time you asked yourself that? When was the last time your partner asked you that? When was the last time you asked her? Are there spaces and places that you wanted to go that you haven't? And if not, why? Have there been growth in the past year? Decline? These are things that, as men, as leaders of our community, churches, in the lives and relationship, and as a parent, you really want to know where you are. And so while I could sit here and find all of these fancy ways in which to communicate it, yes, I could have gone on screen. Yes, I could have created an incredible background. I could have added music to this. I just decided to just let it rip, hit the record button and let it fall where it may. Because I truly believe if you've listened to me for any length of time, you know I'm really coming from a sincere and heartfelt place as what I feel my brother's keeper, and trying to communicate what we all need to do. And I do believe we can always be better. And this does include me as well. I work on that. I read about this. I listen to this. And I listen to this not just from other men. I listen to the women. I listen to the younger men, the younger women. I listen to what's out there. Now, mind you, you have to do this with filters when you start listening to all that's out there, because goodness, you listen to that stuff long enough, you don't know where you'll end up. But I truly believe that there's a foundation we're all trying to maintain as the world around us changes, evolves, or whatever they choose to call it at the moment. You've got forces that's trying to make you believe, if you're a man of a certain age, that you're antiquated, outdated. And I call bullshit on that every single time. So here I am early in the morning, and it may be the afternoon or evening based on whatever in the world you're listening to, praying that this reaches you at a time that's very pivotal to you. So knowing your worth is important. I do know, and I'm very well aware of the channels that are out there in the internet world. And these forces out there make men, or attempt to make men, feel less than, or spread some propaganda of what we're not building and who we aren't. And again, I call bullshit on that. Straight, unadulterated nonsense. And it's sad because, brothers, I want us to make sure that as we're out there in this world looking for someone we want to share the rest of our life with, I want us to be clear in making sure that we are the man that we are supposed to be. And we're standing in our truth, we're standing honorable, we're standing in full ethical character, that when we make ourselves known to the woman we wish to spend our life with, that she can see that this is someone she wants to follow, be compliant with, someone who she feels safe with. And this is something I'm going to speak about on many different levels throughout the year. I'm really making a concerted effort to reach out to the men in particular. So as I look to improve myself, because I truly believe I'm in a constant and never-ending improvement, I'm going to share the things that I feel may help some of you out there. Now, I know my way may not be the way of a lot of you men. And if there's some spaces you feel you need some help in that I may not be able to point you, I may not have the right what you feel is the solution for you, then reach out to me still. You know, one thing I pride myself on the resources that I have that's going to help you achieve the results, hence the name Results with Ronnie, is all about. I want you to achieve results. I wanted as men to get better. Even having a conversation and listening to conversations, even in terms of something as simple as our wardrobe. I want us men to have a variety of that. I want us to get out of this, especially when you're 35 and older. I want you to have a variety of in your wardrobe. It's not always about sneakers and jeans and shirts from whatever our sports team or favorite entertainer. I really want us to embrace dressing up again. Why? Because I want your clothing to reflect the different experiences you really should be looking to have in your life. So if you've never thought to go to a ballet, go to a ballet. Well, Ronnie, I may not like it. There's something about it I may like. You may not, but you also know, you know what I know? You may like it. An opera. Many brothers haven't really gone to a nice cocktail party, meeting very professional men, professional women. And even if women are professional, there are women looking for professional men. The quality of women in a lot of cases are on another level. Too many of you men are dealing with women that are so low vibrational. I really feel for you. So you're dating at the level of your self-esteem, and that's not doing you any purpose. So here you are growing, and you're leaving this woman behind because she chooses not to grow, or she sabotages it by keeping you from becoming a better man. And in 2022, that has to stop. I want you to get to know you, because knowing you, I can assure you, your choice for your life partner will change. And I'd rather you do that before you put yourself out there in that dating space than after. Trust me, gentlemen, put in the work. I want the year of 2022 be the year you put in the work. So it's losing that weight, then lose that weight. I don't care how you do it. Speak to your doctor, but of course, do it healthily. I mean, I don't want you to starve yourself and be unhealthy about it, but be healthy about it. But get rid of that stomach. Get rid of those quote unquote love handles. See how they kind of dress things up? That's not good for you, but they want to give it some adorable name. No, lose the damn fat. So you can be the best man you can be. Increase that stamina. Go that extra couple of rounds in the lovemaking. Be better. Shave. Treat yourself to manicure, pedicure. Get a tailor-made suit. Not just any suit, a tailor-made suit. Find a nice tailor. I trust me, gentlemen. A tailor-made suit will change your life. The first color, navy blue. Then black. Then after that, be creative. Pinstripe, nice chocolate brown, whatever. A tailor-made suit will change your life. And also a better pair of shoes, nice socks, a quality tie. Ronnie, I don't feel that's me. Change. I want you to grow. And you'd be surprised of how women in particular will view a man in a nice suit. It's like lingerie for them. Women are mental, gentlemen, and not that we aren't, but a women really dissect seeing a man in a suit. Now, does that mean you can be an asshole in a suit? Yeah, absolutely. But don't look too deep into that. We're talking about you as a quality man, a man of quality, man of high vibration, a man of positivity, a man of growth. I want you to be that man of change, of evolution. There's a lot to be said for men, and we've done some incredible things, and I will never take that from you. But I'll also be that man that, along with myself, that there's work we still need to do, all of us. And I don't want us to continue to avoid that work. So let's make 2022 the year of putting in the work. Stop complaining about women if you are not who you need to be. Stop it. Spending all your time online or in conversations talking about this woman, that woman, they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to be this, be that. And then they're looking at you like, brother, really? Have you looked at you? Do you listen to you and the way you speak? Have you mastered the English language? Look at your penmanship. Look at which way you communicate in a woman's DMs or in your dating profile. Are you speaking in vague terms? Or are you precise and intentional in your communications on and offline? Focus on you, men. Focus on you. And you won't have to continue to voice whatever concerns you have about the women, because the quality woman will see the quality men. Does that mean you won't does that mean you won't attract some women who are not on your level? Absolutely. But here's one thing I do know. You'll be better at vetting these women. You'll be better in putting yourself in a position so that you're less likely to meet the quote unquote gold digger or the woman who's just scamming for a free meal. That comes with putting in the work. And from that, you have a better way in achieving the solutions, the results, and knowing your worth. Believe me when I tell you, the right woman knows a man that knows his worth. And we're not just talking from the ego surface sake, just because you have a nice watch and a nice car. We're not talking about that superficial stuff. Now, again, let me be clear. There's nothing wrong with having nice things in your life. But many of you men are making payments on things that you really can't afford. And I've also said that just because you can make the payments don't mean you can afford it. You're in debt car heavy and your 401k looks pathetic. Your savings account, your income to debt ratio is jacked up. So let's get that together. Let's start making investments in you, the person, and not to finance companies. Let's be real clear and careful and precise on how we use our credit cards. Invest in grooming. Maybe start a skincare regimen. Taking yourself to a spa to get the massage that you need because of the stress and things that you deal with on a daily basis. There's nothing wrong with that. Damn it, men, you're getting older. Take your vitamins. Look after your health. You want to be on this planet as long as you can, but make sure you do so in a healthy way. Stop drinking cheap stuff. Invest in some quality water, filtration system in your home. Try a different type of alcoholic beverage, a different type of, that are brown, try something white. Try a different type of gin, vodka, a cognac, a bourbon. If there's something that you are, for those of you, unfortunately, who are dealt with alcoholism, then get the help you need to become clean. Drugs, my prayers go out to you, men who are dealing with this, and as well as to the women who are dealing with the substance abuse. Let's make this the year you put in the work to get that taken care of so you can be a better person to yourself. How about for those of you and creating a better and stronger relationship with the creator? If there's one thing I believe in, and this is just truly my belief, is that men don't have all the answers. So for me, I choose to believe in a higher being. I do believe there's a God. I do believe in prayer. That may be the road that you want to discover. Not preaching, just a thought. Just like everything here I'm sharing. Investing in therapy. That will help you increase your worth. Knowing that you took care and invested in your overall mental health after a breakup or after a divorce of some kind. And it could be business, some business breakup, a job breakup that you felt defined you when chances are it didn't. And maybe that therapist will help you realize that that was a blessing in disguise. How about investing in a coach? I know a good one. A gentleman by the name of Ronnie Walker. He's a master coach of exceptional relationships, dating, and sex. Reach out to him on his page, resultswithronnie.com. Mr. Relationship Man, dating discussions. You don't want to talk to a man? Go to dating discussions and ask for Yashika. Want to speak to a woman about women? I can't think of a finer person who's more experienced and certified in that space. And let her give you the adulterated things that you need to attract the woman in your life for what you're looking for. If for some reason you feel that me as a man is not the one you want to speak to, I have resources. Gentlemen, I want you to know your worth. I want you to get better. I want you to get stronger. I want you to increase your stamina. I want you to be better in your overall health, mentally, physically, spiritually. You have so much to offer because your ancestors before you offered so much, and many of them paid a price. I don't care what anyone chooses to tell you. Are there some men who could have done better in their growth for themselves and pushing forth the wisdom moving forward? Yes, but truth be told, there are many men who are no longer here, and some still are, that have paved the way for us to be here. I know there are many who did so much for me, which has given me the honor and the opportunity to speak on this microphone, which is not a cheap microphone, by the way, with quality equipment and great health. And I know there are many more like me. But I'm also honest enough with myself to know that there's so much more I can do and will do. And I also know it will take work. So I don't want to sound like a preacher more than I'd rather sound like a teacher and someone who is on this journey with you. So, gentlemen, know your worth. Know your worth in 2022. And if you're having some challenge in that direction, on that journey, reach out to me at resultswithronnie@gmail.com. Or go to my website, Results with Ronnie. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram, Official Ronnie Walker. Reach out to me. Let me know that there's some challenges you're having in getting the results that you're looking for. And let's work together on that. Book a consult. And let's get you on track to knowing your worth. Gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in once again to the Results with Ronnie podcast series. I am your host, master coach of dating, relationships, and sex. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them. I honor you. I respect you, my brothers. I want you to be all you can be, and don't let anybody, male or female, tell you you don't have a worth. You do. So stand up, keep your chin up, and I look forward to seeing you again and speaking to you again next week. Take care God bless.